All right, this video sucks. Well, the subject of this video sucks, and fortunately or unfortunately, I've gotten pretty good at making videos on sucky subjects in the last few years. So, Yeti and the border wall, that's what this one's about. And, you know, ever since this news came out a couple of months ago, I thought for sure, you know, Yeti would come out and say something. But, so far it's been silence, and I can't not say anything any longer. So if you don't know, I'm a Yeti ambassador. I've been a Yeti ambassador for a decade. So I'm like one of the OG ambassadors. I've known Roy and Ryan Seiders since they were teenagers and, worked at the Austin Angler. Roy, Ryan, their dad, Roger, they've always been really good guys, outdoor entrepreneurs, and I frankly was kind of shocked to hear this news. But, I haven't spent any time with those guys in years. So I have no idea where they are, politically, philosophically, none of that. Not to make any excuses for them. I just don't know where they are, what they're all about these days. But I have been deeply involved with Yeti as a company, an organization. I have a lot of great friends who work for Yeti, and I know that a lot of them are not happy about this situation either. But what can they do? They just work. They're just cogs in the machine. I get paid yearly by Yeti, not an insignificant amount of money. And, I guess I'm pretty good at, pissing people off. So who knows, this may piss people off, and, maybe this is the end of our relationship. I really hope not, but I just, like I said, I just can't stay silent any longer. And I really don't know what I'm expecting, what I want, what would make me happy for Yeti to do or say, but they got to do something or say something. I mean, this is not something that people are going to just forget about. This is bad. This whole border wall is bad. And this is like the exact opposite of everything that Yeti promotes and what their company philosophy is supposed to be. And I know there's lots of people at the organization that feel exactly the way I do, who don't agree with this and wish that the company would come out and say something. Who knows? Maybe if more people like me in positions of authority, who people listen to, will come out and say something, then maybe we can affect some change. But, I have a platform, and, I'm not trying to shit talk Yeti. I think they make great products. They've been very supportive of me personally for years. They've supported some causes that have been very important to me, and they've supported me and the way I've navigated my relationship with them and some of the other issues that we've had in the past. They've had my back. I mean, there's been times where I thought, this relationship may have to come to an end. And every time, my buddies at Yeti, they came through, and I stuck with them. Yeah. So, like I usually try to be, I'm hopeful that somehow or another they will make good on this situation. Like I said, I don't know what they can do. I don't know what I want them to do. I don't really think it's my place to tell them what to do. This is a huge $1 billion plus corporation. Yeah, I know it's like trying to turn a tanker in the middle of the ocean. Things don't happen on a dime. But, this is 2026, and news spreads instantly, both good and bad. So I think for me personally, it's been a disappointment to not have this company that has done so many great things for me and for so many other people, that makes great products and has for years supported these causes that are important to people like me. It's just disappointing to not hear anything. The silence is deafening. And in the absence of a message, you let people come up with their own message. And fortunately, unfortunately, because of human nature, usually that's going to be a negative message. So please, Yeti, come out, say something, fix this, make me proud to wear my Yeti gear again. Just do something, guys. This is, I can't believe this. I am shocked. So anyway, you know, who knows? Maybe next time you see me, I'll have a completely different story, completely different message. But I mean, I hate to leave everybody, you know, with a bummer, but I will say this. Once again, I know there are lots of great people in the Yeti organization. I would say the vast majority of the people in the Yeti organization who feel exactly like I do. Unfortunately, they're not the ones who are making decisions about what the official word, what the official message is from Yeti. And I'm sorry, you guys. I wish you could speak out. So that's why I am. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching the video. You know, thanks for listening to me rant once again. If you have any questions, any comments, throw them down there. Hopefully, I can come back sometime in the near future and have a positive spin to put on this whole story. Because, you know, I'm trying to see the best possible outcome. All right, hope y'all having a good night. I'm having a freaking awesome night, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. And it's gonna be about something good.